Welcome to the life. Something you can't explain or define, but hopefully you can agree to it once you hear it. Over time, with learning, this particular skill set will, enable you to be a very exceptional judge of character, as well as with, not only people, places, but things in particular. All situations, they said, aren't alike, but they kind of have a certain rhyme and reason that's, like. Everyone isn't exempt from experiencing emotions of joy or sorrow in that process. But there are, a select few who can accurately depict, and, identify, those emotions as they occur. See, when you possess a certain level of competence, in regards to, managing, your emotions and affairs as the event of circumstances takes shape, you actually gain a better grasp at decoding and compartmentalizing, each state of these emotions as they occur. And it's also, extends your level of vernacular and navigating and negotiating, communication within the situation at hand. Now, while the, average so-and-so can only identify, with a feeling of, something bad or the feeling of something good, someone, of a certain level of emotional, competence can accurately pinpoint their area of enjoyment or area of frustration, or when they feel downtrodden or feel irritable or anxious or uncertain. See, they not only understand that, right, but they understand what stimuli inspired that or brought that into place, or, certain triggers. See, some people would deem, me as being, either curious or skeptical about, my, surroundings and situations. But I believe this is all, a byproduct of me just being, intuitive and in tune with the motion of things and the energy that it permits. It's being alert, Some people like to say, it's your spidey senses. See, I just don't understand, who I am, right? Or how I am from, the inner working standpoint. But I also understand the outer workings of everyone's intent and intention for being in my face in the first place, or wanting to get around me in the first place. It's imperative to know why, people around you, as well as, how they're going about it and what they're using, as a tool to get access. This is how you learn how to weed out the toxic people, or the people that don't really fit into your path, or how to navigate the situation, or how to change the situation. This is what makes you adaptable to the circumstances at hand. Because, when you dwell in fear, fear of change, it not only, paralyzes your psyche, but your life as a whole as well, because life is constantly in motion. Things are constantly set in place. There are constant hurdles. So you have to understand that everything is, subject to change. And with change, it's always lurking. The only thing that remains is really the knowledge of who you are and how you are. But everything around you is subject to change. And when that occurs, you always have to be in a state of being, ready and able to adapt, adjust, in order to, seize the moment, and to capitalize on the opportunities that are presented that most people can't see. This is what makes you a solution-spirited being, Not just, having the idea. Like some people can have the idea of being rich, right? But they don't have the experience of being rich. How can you explain chocolate milk if you've never had milk? So how can you explain, emotional intelligence, without being emotionally competent, The world is based on, winds and waves and how you adapt.